So before working on any machine, please refer to your operator or owner's manual for further safety instructions.
Hey guys, time for Weingartz. Today I'm going to show you how to properly tension your chainsaw chain. Again, just be aware anytime you're messing with any type of chains, they are very sharp, so please be aware of that. So we're going to start out, we're going to take our scrunch with our flathead. We're going to loosen our bar nuts. Just going to loosen them first, and we're going to take our flathead and we're going to loosen the chain. So depending on what saw or what model saw you have, there are two different places to use the chain tensioner, either right here in the side or a lot of times they're right here in the front too. This particular saw, it's on the side. Once we get the chain loose, we're going to go ahead and take our bar nut off. Remove the cover. And once you have everything off, this saw is pretty clean, but normally if your saw at home, if you've been cutting some wood for a little while, you're going to want to clean out any debris, sawdust, anything you might have stuck in here. Go ahead and remove the chain. So with the chain, we can, at one of our local Weingartz stores, we can sharpen the chains for you, or we can replace them. So you want to inspect the chain. If the chain's too far down, there is a little notch on the side of the chain that tells you how far down to go with that. You don't want to sharpen past that point, they are dangerous. I'm going to start by lining up the adjuster and the bar. We're going to take our sharpened chain or new chain. And we're going to reinstall our cover. And just put the bar nuts on, but only finger tight. Do not tighten them down at this point. We're going to pick up on the tip of the bar, and we're going to tension with the right hand. I'm going to start by lining up the adjuster and the bar. We're going to take our sharpened chain or new chain. It could get loose or jam in the bar correctly. Hey, what's up? Okay. Say that part again. So as we're tensioning the chain, you'll notice that the chain is starting to tension up inside of the bar. You want to just make sure that that chain is going inside the bar, it's not sitting to the outside. We'll tension that up to lightly seats. And then we'll pull up on the chain. So if you have to, once the chain is snugged up inside the bar, now we're going to check for tension. The way we do that is you pull up on the chain. If it's too loose, it will come up too high or it'll droop here at the bottom. If it's too tight, you won't be able to pull the chain out of the bar, and it'll cause the chain to bind when you go to turn. So right now, let's get a good amount of tension on it. I'm actually going to turn it just a hair more. That's just about right. Not too tight, not too loose. So you'll notice here, if I loosen the chain up, as I loosen the chain, you got the slap here in the bottom. You don't want a loose chain. That'll end up messing up the drive teeth. So again, pick up on the tip. Like I said, you don't have to crank down on this tensioner, but I will show you here if you tension it too tight, you won't be able to pull the chain out of that bar. That's too tight. So we'll want to loosen that up. Check tension. Right there, I got a good amount of tension on it, but still enough that I can pull it up. And just see the bottom of that tooth coming out of the bar. That's a good tension chain right there. Now we'll pick up on the tip and we'll tighten down our bar nuts. So these will crank down. We'll test and run our chain. Now before you start cutting wood, run it for a minute, shut it down, make sure your chain is oiling, and then recheck your tension. A brand new chain after its first cut will stretch, so you're going to want to recheck that after your first cut.
Weingartz, everything.